Hello, my beautiful souls. So, today we're going to be talking about shadow work. And I know it sounds scary and it has such a bad connotation because so many of us have this belief that anything associated with darkness is quote unquote bad. But it's necessary for us to have darkness because it's from there, which is light. So if this is your first time to my channel, my name is Desi. I am a recovery coach, and it is my intent to show you that no matter where you are, no matter where you've come from, that you are capable of true happiness. We talk about things like law of attraction, spirituality, recovery, prosperity, self-love, and so much more. And before we get into this video, I'm going to take a moment and just send you so much love and positive vibes. Take it, take it. So, what is shadow work? Now, according to Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, the shadow consists of the parts that we often choose to repress or hide. They're the parts that we don't like about ourselves and that we push them down into our unconsciousness. And by doing this, it often leads to negative issues like addiction and rage, anxiety, OCD, sexual deviancy, neuroticism, limiting beliefs. But when we talk about the shadow, it is the process of examining these aspects. And first, we must acknowledge that our shadow aspect is there. Then we embrace it and befriend it. When people talk about inner child work, this is often an aspect of shadow work. And if you'd like me to talk more about inner child work, leave me a comment below and maybe we'll get into that. It is only when we acknowledge these aspects of ourselves, it is then that we are able to live authentically and connect to our higher selves. So if we can't face these aspects, it often leads to diseases and low self-worth and habitual reactions that are in our unconscious that we don't even realize that we're doing. It's just so monotonous because it's habitual. And that's from not facing these repressed aspects of ourselves. We often don't want to show people and our family, our coworkers, society at large, because we have this fear of being judged or being deemed weak. But as Carl Jung said, let me read it and quote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." End quote. I mean, that's brilliant. It really, really is. And I have notes because, shadow work, this is so crucial to do. This is when you will be able to reach your fullest potential. I'm not joking. This is a huge renewal process. You are going to feel so amazing, and all you have to do is just do it. Do it. So I'm going to give you 5 steps to follow that you can use to integrate your shadow. And so let's begin. Let's get into number 1. And that is, think of something that you want to work with, whether it be a past pain, a past relationship that you haven't healed from, a low self-esteem aspect, a part of you where you don't have very much confidence, or you're always seeking validation. Pick something, think about it, and get a journal and write it down. Number 2 is face this thing that you wrote down. Face it. You want to work with it, and you want to invite it into your life. Number 3, begin talking with this thing, this past situation. Start having a conversation with it. I know this is going to seem crazy, but if you really want to solve these unresolved issues that you've been having, you're gonna want to do this seemingly silly stuff, and I promise you, you're gonna feel amazing. So ask questions like, why are you doing this? And what is your intention? What event was it that made this happen and made you start feeling this way? Think of it as like your past self, your former self, because, as we grow, we are changing on a cellular level. So this is your past self. This is your inner child. So number 4 is acknowledge this. Acknowledge this past self. No judging, no guilt, no shame. Acknowledge it with love and compassion and sincerity, just like a mother would to a child. This is crucial. And don't push any of these judgments or feelings down. This is what we've been doing our whole life. We've been pushing it down, we've been repressing it, we've been sweeping it under the rug, we've been thinking that if we put our focus there, that energy is going to flow. But when it's like telling yourself not to think about something, you're gonna think about it. That's just what happens. So number 5, this is your final step, and this is to integrate. You're going to imagine yourself going back in time, and you're going to imagine yourself there. You're going to allow yourself to feel these emotions, and just like the ocean, that wave is going to hit you, but then it's going to go right back out to sea. It's only temporary. The only constant thing in this life is change. So do this. This is all you have to do, is just do it. You don't need to keep researching and trying to find more information on this. This is your starting process. Get a journal, start doing this work, and remember, there is no coming to consciousness with no pain. And the most terrifying thing to accept oneself completely. I hope you found this video of use to you. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That way more people have the chance of seeing this. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to me and push that little bell notification. That way you can get notified every time I upload new content, which I've been slacking because I have a big move coming up. It's really exciting. It's really a crazy time right now. I love you, and I will be back more consistently when things start to slow down, because as you can see, it's Christmas time. I think there's a dipping sauce up there. Oh my. All right. Namaste, y'all.